Hi guys, so I know it's kind of been a while, but I'm back. Some things have changed. If you can't tell, I dyed my hair myself. Today is actually just gonna be a chatting video because I have some stuff that I want to film, but in order to do that I need time. So I'm gonna tell you about my life a little bit because I got into my dream college. But how I got there was not simple. This is probably just for hope for people who are going to be seniors next year who feel like they won't have a chance. I thought I didn't have a chance. So we rewind to my junior year of high school. I did not think about college. Everyone else was kind of thinking about college, but I was just kind of like whatever, it's college. I want to go to this college. I just did nothing to prepare. I got a really low score on my ACT when I took it. I do have a lot of issues with testing and stuff, so I would rather sacrifice myself on the cross than take the ACT again. I didn't take the SAT, so I kind of shot myself in the foot. And then when applications rolled around my senior year, I had to meet with my college counselor, who really didn't do anything, if I'm being honest. She kind of just sat there and shook her head at me whenever I said, I want to go to this school. She was like, that's a reach for you, sweetie. Kind of drove me to try harder, so I spent a lot of late nights writing my application. I did the Common App, which was basically a application that you sent to multiple colleges at the same time. So you basically can put it on blast to multiple colleges, which is really great. Do your Common App. But I worked really hard on my Common App essay because I really wanted to get into this college, and my counselor told me that it was a reach for me. So I applied to 13 colleges, and I applied to a few out of the country. When February rolled around, I kind of started getting nervous because people were kind of starting to getting into colleges and I wasn't. And then March rolled around, didn't hear anything back from a lot of colleges except for one. That one college actually gave me a scholarship. I got a lot of no's. I got probably 8 no's. And I felt really down because I hadn't heard anything back from my number one college. So I was dead set on going to community college. So I was looking at places to live and whatnot. And then the day after, I heard back from my number 2 college that they accepted me for my art portfolio. And I was very surprised, and kind of my head was spinning because just a few hours ago, I was convinced that I was going to community college. And then I heard back from my number 2 college, which was out of the country. So it was kind of everything turned on its head, but I still haven't heard back from my number 1 college. So at this point I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to this college now, my number 2 choice, because it's my number 2, I wouldn't be mad if I was going. A few days after I got into my number 2 college, I actually got waitlisted for my number 1 college, and I was really bummed. So I was just like, well, this is gonna happen. I'm going to this college out of the country, and that's it, because I'm on the wait list for my number 1 college, and I don't even know if I'm gonna get off the wait list. So because it was out of the country, there was a lot of things that we need to go through. I need to get a study permit, yada yada, figure out the cost of everything, and it was very stressful. And so I put out a housing application, and I put out a roommate profile, but I didn't put down my enrollment deposit because I felt I just didn't feel comfortable doing it. And this is at the end of April at this point. And then May 1st rolled around, and it was commitment day for my school, and what you're supposed to do at my school is wear a sweatshirt to the place that you're going to, and I just taped on the logo onto a random jacket because I didn't even have a sweatshirt of my number 2 college. I only had a sweatshirt for my number 1 college. And so I was like, well, this is it. I'm committing to going out of the country for 4 years and, studying art. I want to study film. I was kind of like, okay, this is just gonna happen. So the day after, May 2nd, I heard back from my number 1 college, and I got in. I got off the wait list. And I was just literally the day after commitment day. It was such a relief, but it was also just man, you couldn't have told me maybe 2 days earlier. Yeah, so I'm going to my number 1 college right now. Not right now. Well, I'm going in the fall, and it's a relief because I went from thinking I wasn't going to get into any colleges because I received so many no's. Then I got waitlisted for my number 1 college, and I was just like, well, nobody wants me. because I'm not good at school. My GPA was very low. I did that to myself because I just don't test well in school, and I had no like motivation for math or science or history and whatnot. So I was just like, okay, you know, I'll get what I get. I wasn't upset that I couldn't apply to really fancy colleges like, you know, UCLA and USC and whatnot. And I'm really content, even though it took a long time to get there. It happened and it pulled together, and I'm going to my dream college. And I think, you know, if you wait and if you hope for the best, prepare for the worst, I think that really works, because then if it doesn't happen, you're already prepared, but you still have that hope. And I think also not losing hope and shutting yourself off just because you got on the wait list for a college that you really want to go to. You know, you never know. I was fortunate enough to get off the wait list, but you know, there are a lot of people that I know that didn't get into their dream college, and they're like, well, now what do I do? And they still found a way, and they're still happy. I know plenty of friends who are like that. So that's just my 2 cents on how I got into my dream school. I hope you guys like this video. This is very different from everything else that I do, because most of the time I like filming stuff, but I felt like sitting and chatting for right now was a good idea for me, because I just graduated high school and everything's really crazy right now. But I will have regular scheduled videos coming up soon, and if you like this video, let me know, and please subscribe if you would like to. I'm really trying hard to get to 200. I know I'm really small, but it means a lot whenever someone subscribes to me. So I will hopefully see you next week, and thank you so much for watching to this point.